Okay, hello. It is November 6th. It is members only gallery, and I thought, you know what? I know some of you can't be here, and I'm going to record it anyway. So this is for group 3, and I will tell you the number that time-wise where you're at in the gallery. So for those of you who have never been a part of the gallery, I'm just simply going to read your name, and then I'm going to give you a blurb of a reading of what pertains to in your life right now. So if you've not seen my readings, it's all symbolic. I'll explain first what I'm being shown, and then I will explain what it means. All right. Oh, I just dropped my tea bag into my coffee cup. Oh my gosh, really? Okay. All righty then. Let's get started. Hot, 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 hot. See that? See? It's backwards, but it says never done. Never done. First person, Michelle Abels. Michelle Abels, let's take a look at you. So Michelle, you're standing actually in a round room, and there are 6 doors, five or six doors in front of you. It represents a tremendous choice. It also represents inner wrestling. It represents the feeling that you're unsettled in a way that you're feeling like a limbo, that you know things are about to change. And this is on a personal level, that you know things are about to change. You understand that, and you have faith that even if you don't understand what's going on, that you're right at the right time in the right place. And it's almost as if you're just waiting for a sign or a symbol that says this is the doorway to go through. And truly that never happens. It is the fact that all of these doors are placed there. It's not to be a trick. It's not meant to be a trick like, let's see if she chooses the right door. It's not like choose number 3 and you get a goat eating soap. It is the fact that all of these opportunities are presented to you, that you could actually open all of the doors and take a peek and see before you walk through. Is this for me? Is this what I want? When it comes to opportunities, I say take every opportunity that comes your way, not just one. If you're not exhausted and not tired and you can take more than one opportunity, take them, because they don't exactly change your life course. The things that change our life course involve our work, our passions, our feelings of purpose, where we feel needed. Those things change our whole life and our pathway. That's what I feel you're going to be bombarded with, is not so much right now the path change, but the opportunities and the stepping stones that get you to that path change. So open every single door, walk through every door, come back, try the next one, go through all of these opportunities. I don't think anything's going to change or be set in stone for you probably until the next quarter, end of winter. So winter, end of winter. So this whole time leading up to it's just going to be, I hate to say, a feeling of limbo as everything falls into place and you gather the correct ingredients. Yeehaw. So next is Cheryl Riley. Cheryl Riley. Let's take a peek at you, girl. So Cheryl, the first thing that I see you doing is actually talking to someone, and it looks like you've got a check in front of you. And you're going, but wait, is this correct? Like, is this how much you want this is how much you want the check for? This is how much you want to write the check for? So you are going over something financial with people, and you are ensuring that it is proper and correct, and you are also making sure, like an overseer, and you are double checking, I guess, this person's clarity, making sure that This is what their intent is. So if you're dealing with someone who maybe is elderly and they are writing a will, or they intend to get some work done and you want to ensure that they're not being screwed over by someone. So oversight and financial goings on will be presented to you coming up, and you want to look at them rationally and logically, but also being fair, because it may not be your money that this person is spending. You just want to make sure that they're not being taken advantage of. And this goes for children as well. So you may end up having to assert your knowledge rather than wait until you are asked for help. And normally I would tell a person, if it's not your business, stay out of it. However, Spirit is showing you doing this, which means you may have a valuable lesson or some insight to provide to a person that will plant seeds, rather than to say, you can't do that. And by planting those seeds, they will then be able to initiate their own will and make a choice wisely on their own. But it's involving money and finances. Yeehaw. So next is Kim Del Ponte. God, girl, I bet you are so excited that those cruise ships have opened back up. Oh my goodness sakes. Give me a horizon room, because I will throw up all over everything if I can't see the horizon. Okay, Kim Del Ponte. They are saying that with relationships, you are about to be stopped in your tracks. You are about to stop in your tracks. I hope that's a good thing, meaning you're like walking and you're like, oh my gosh, look at this person. That kind of a track, like not like not that kind of. But if it all leads to love, I guess what does it hurt? But stopping in your tracks, and you actually look giddy. You look like a little schoolgirl. Now, I'm also thinking this person resembles someone else, which would be very interesting, because a lot of times we will make choices on previous relationships and things that, like relationships that we've had, and later we will think, after that relationship has gone bad and we're no longer in that, we meet new people and we go, wow, it's so weird, you have the same name, or you went to the same school, you drive the same kind of car, you look the same. There will be something similar that your soul recognized in that previous person, yet bad relationship, and it thought, oh my gosh, is this my person? Is this my person? And in fact, it's not. Your soul knows what it's looking for, and that seems to be what's actually coming to you soon. And I'm wondering if you actually twizzled a couple of people, and so they may have, like, you may find that it is a makeup of 2 or 3 people coming into your future as one person that looks like it will be successful. Very interesting. The only thing I'm thinking that's different, it looks like he may tan easily. Looks like he may tan easily. Interesting. Good luck. All right. Vivian Gregory. Vivian Gregory, let's take a peek at you. So Vivian, the first thing that your guides show is that you are in your garden. You are right in the middle of the garden. So the garden represents our ability to give of ourself, of our time, of our energy, of our essence, not of our pocketbooks. It's who we are, we're giving. And you are, so the garden is 100% at this point. You are almost halfway through this garden, almost. That's interesting, because you've plucked everything up to that point, but you are in the garden, which means you are in the midst of a lot of energy exhausting work and experience. And by pulling from those, by pulling from all of the flowers, this shows like God will plant those seeds, and then he says, when you're tired, when you can no longer go on, come here and pull from this, and this garden, I will provide you the strength that you need to keep going. And so with that, Vivian, you're like full gardened out, man. You got your hat and your little loose bushy pants and your boots and your gloves. You've got this going on. And so you're definitely hard at work, and you are probably a tired person, physically tired, even mentally tired. And in the midst of everything, you're still going, pulling from and getting your strength from spirit. And that is the acknowledgement here. Is God wants me to acknowledge to you that he recognizes that you are tired, but you continue to toil on using him as your source for energy and strength. That's really important. I just want to look at anything else here. I want to make sure that we are clearing everything. See, and this is not like you busy with your own stuff either. You're busy with everybody else's stuff. You're just busy with everybody else's stuff. I'm just asking a few questions here. That's also very cool too. I guess I should acknowledge for you guys. Let me write it down so I don't forget it. So I can continue with this with Vivian. So all the work that you're doing, Vivian, has nothing to do with you. It seems like everything that you exert right now is for other people. And I can't even get you to turn around and look at me. You are busy. You're really busy in the garden. I would also suggest that you take care of yourself right now. Make sure you're eating properly. Super important to fuel that body properly. Get enough rest. Make sure you're getting that 8 hours of sleep. And some people will find that the later they go to bed, getting up earlier, that prevents them from feeling tired all day. But getting that 8 hours of sleep is super important. Yeah, you're not even thinking about yourself right now. So Vivian, that's part of your message there. So what I was doing too, and this is really important because almost all of you ask, how do I know, how do I trust that my messages are coming from God? When I'm reading for people, I do not like questions ahead of time, because when you ask that question out loud, everything around us can answer it, because everything knows your life. And because of the way I do everything telepathically, they are able to answer that question. And it's difficult to sometimes discern. That's why I prefer no questions until after I'm done. Because then I can take what they've given me and take your question and go, okay, now looking back at what they've shown me, this is how this looks. This makes sense here. So then when you're asking a question of God or of people who've passed over, you're trying to talk to someone, do it in your head, because only God can answer what's in your heart and the questions that you have telepathically. Nothing else can hear that. It has to be verbal. Has to be verbal. The darker things can try to entice you into a conversation. Just, if it's negative, don't listen to it ever, 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 ever. Okay, there's that. So Anna Origer. I know I say your name wrong, Anna. You have to tell me, is it Origer or Origer? Origer? Anna Origer. You'll have to let me know. I just heard that. I say your name wrong. I hate mispronouncing people's names. Anna. I'm not sure if you're having bad dreams, but Spirit shows you walking along a road, and it feels like a dream state actually, but he shows you walking along a road, and all of a sudden you're yelling. It's almost like you're yelling for first you're yelling for Hunter, but then you're yelling for your husband, you're yelling for people all around you. And as you're turning and spinning and yelling for them, from my perspective, watching you do this, it's almost as if you're in like a fog. And so you're not seeing anything. There's nothing around you to clarify or to help you or release that fear. And so that's probably what it is hurt, pain, and fear right now that are causing you to maybe not sleep well or to have slight anxieties. And you're a strong person. So I know that it takes a lot to rattle you, and you do not sit around having a pity party and feeling sorry for yourself. I already know that. I've discovered that over the last few years, as a matter of fact. So seeing you in that state feels again more like a dream state. So I would keep a recorder or a pen or something near my bed that helps me to remember. As soon as you wake up, this is what I was dreaming about, because you'll forget. You'll forget it in the morning, and it may have been something really important for you to know or to recollect. And if you dream it and wake up and look around, go back to sleep, bye-bye. So record things when you wake up and you remember them. But the feelings what I'm seeing is a feeling of a lack or loss of feeling of control. And don't hurt like that, because this isn't a state that we're supposed to be in. It's not where we should be, is this feeling of lacking of control in helping and aiding. It looks like it is a dream state that's trying to take advantage, not even a dream, an energy trying to take advantage of all of your issues, insecurities, fears. But it's not real. It's like an illusion. None of it's real. So walk that path. Focus on your goals right now. Do not focus on any of the barriers or any of the stumbling blocks, nothing like that. Just ignore all of that. And another part of that is the fact that it's foggy. You can't even see beyond, maybe a foot or two in front of you. So with that, that means that for some reason, God is really stifling your perspective and your viewpoint and your goal setting. And it looks like it's because he wants you to focus on him right now. And sometimes just focusing on God really provides us with the exact answer that we need. So do that. And the hunter's hanging out with him. So like buds, like good buds. Like he sits on a ledge and kicks his legs and overlooks and watches you guys all day long. It's very cool. Oh, I gotta do my nails again. It's horrible. Okay, Jackie Baker. So Jackie Baker. Oh, Jackie. You are getting whacked with a new beginning. I think this is like out of left field. It's not something you were expecting, and it feels exciting, exhilarating, and at the same time like, oh my gosh. So I wonder if like you're pregnant or if it's involving work, but it's definitely external to you. So it's someone or something else outside of that. I don't know why. I wonder if there's somebody around you who's pregnant. It looks like a little girl, but definitely see a pregnancy too. New beginnings. Okay. I'm also seeing you taking charge of a situation. You are, I wonder if that's a promotion or if this is the situation you're already in, but I see you standing up at a desk and going, okay, I need you to handle this. We have until 2:41. That's a really crazy number. 2:41. 2:41 to get this done. What time is it? Just checking. 2:41 to get this done. We have until 2:41. So right now, I'm doing this gallery at 3:15 Central. So I wonder if that, and I'm not posting this video until tonight when everybody's expecting. Well, I guess I could post it now, but I don't even know if you'll see it in time in case there was a deadline or something you needed to get done by 2:41. But that's really strange. All important stuff, and it looks like it actually, you are distracted. It looks like you're distracted positively for the better. You're distracted with a lot to do. That also means that if you're being distracted positively, that there's something to be distracted from. And that means that you may not be completely happy with certain circumstances, which means there are things to deal with, to get off your chest, to deal with, to live with, to figure out, to talk about. So do that as well. It's very important. All right, Mindy Murphy, who is probably packing her bags right now for a Florida trip. Whatever. I have actually seen Mindy quite a bit in the last couple of weeks. So I went in and got my new tattoos. So let me show you. So Mindy did these. So this is my turtle, means long life. And this is a wolf's paw, which represents leadership. This is the rainbow heart representing God, and it says, I promise, because of the thing that I had happened to me personally. And it's just like a constant reminder that Rebecca, it's right there, he's right there. And as spiritual as I am and as confident as I am in my faith, sometimes it's just nice to know, hey, remember that? Remember that happened? Oh, that's right. Out of it, snapping quick. And then she did this one for me, which is my Trinity symbol, and my little fairy, of course, because they're real, and aliens because they're real, and Bigfoot because he's real, and ghosts because they're real. Mindy's freaking awesome. I'm telling you, they don't hurt at all. I'm going back for more. I have a feeling I have to go back. Oh, and she did this one too. I forgot. See this one right here? Boop, boop, beep, that is a Native American symbol, arrows pointing to the circle. It wards off negative energies, negative situations, people you are outgrowing. And believe me, oh my God, it works. Be careful when you put it on. If you get a tattoo, see, I always drew it on my arm to protect me from the negative energies and things that were constantly bombarding me. Holy cow, it doesn't just work on ghosts, man. It works on people and situations that are no longer working for you positively. And I'm just going to tell you, be prepared, because some of you may not be expecting, and it can cause you a lot of pain. Not in a bad way. It's just something that you have to work through and get over. Okay, so Mindy. Epic Tattoo in Allenton, Wisconsin. She's freaking amazeballs. Okay. So, and actually my husband's going back for another one. Just so you know, Mindy, he's coming back. When you get back, it'll be Taco Tuesday. I'll be there too, because I may get something. Okay, anyway, Mindy, congratulations on getting married and having a super awesome trip. I already knew that, so I'm just putting that out there. I don't think this is so much about you, Mindy, because I think you've got, after having talked to you the last few weeks, I would have picked up anything negative or dangerous for you. So I'm looking a little bit beyond that, just making sure your trip will be safe. I don't see anything there. Where your son is concerned, I think this is your youngest son, your younger dude. And it's weird that I didn't pick this up when I met him, but I'm seeing it now that maybe, I don't know if it's his reading. I don't know if it's they're showing him having difficulty with words or reading. So I'm wondering if there is some kind of dyslexia or switching going on. Almost it feels as if I'm faced with a small dilemma, and so then I avert my attention. So it may look like I don't have an attention span, but it's not that at all. It is that I'm having difficulty, and rather than focus on it, I just go over here. So if you can, this is going to sound strange, but if you can find it, clear plastic in all sorts of different colors. So clear in pink, blue, green, yellow, orange, and put it in front of a book, even a picture book, whatever his reading level is. Put it down on that and see which color makes it easier for him to read and understand what he's looking at. I wonder if you can get them like at Amazon or something, but they're like a clear plastic overlay paper, just a piece of paper that's transparent with a tint to it. And ask him which one of these is easier for you to look at and read. It feels almost as if it will eventually help him with learning and studying anyway. I'm looking towards pink, which is really cool. It's very cool. I'm looking, I don't know, do you have another kid? I don't know, I'm looking to see if you have another kid. I don't see it. I'm just seeing the one. Looks like a little dude. The one I met. It's pretty cool. Okay. Susan Hall. Susan Hall. Let's see what you're doing. Ooh, Susan. You're not in very deep water, but you are, I would say it's like 2 feet deep. It's crystal clear, beautiful, like not even ocean water. It looks more like fresh water. And you're in a small boat. You're looking over the edge. You're not moving in and you're not moving out, because I'm looking right over the edge of the boat and I'm not getting any closer. Ugh, gosh, that just made me sick, actually, because I could see the waves moving and then the boat rocking actually just made me a little nauseous. That was really weird. Okay, so I'm not going to look down anymore. From my perspective, you're still sitting, this is so weird, in the boat. The boat is not moving towards the water. This is, I guess, maybe why I shouldn't look at where I'm at. I just have to keep focusing on, I don't know, distance. The fact that you're in the boat in 2 feet of water, you're so close to getting yourself grounded. You're so close to grounding. But God, for whatever reason, has you anchored in that water. And so your desire to get things going, to make things happen, your desire to really implement new stages and new happenings and occurrences in your life is not yet ready to happen. So God is holding you off, saying, wait, you're exactly where you need to be. We're just a little bit ahead of the game. So take your time, process everything. When it's time, he'll let you go and you'll hit the beach. But it also feels like you haven't convinced someone around you. There's someone close to you that while you're pursuing everything is still not truly convinced that this is the way to go, which will maybe cause you to feel defeated. And that's why God is saying, not yet, just not yet. You're working on things. You're being presented with new ideas and new direction, but it's not yet time for you to like really take a header towards it, because you may start walking and be like, this is the dumbest thing ever. This is so stupid. Why are you even do this? And you think, oh, maybe they're right. Maybe I shouldn't. Not at all. It's a bad idea. And you have this beautiful suit on, but you're barefoot. So apparently at some point too, you would have gone out for opportunity and purpose into the boat, which will represent like a career and direction, pathway. And going out onto the boat means that God is saying, yeah, I need you to go do this. Okay, so you get in the boat, you're all dressed up, you're ready to go to work. And those shoes represent a person or situation holding you back. Here we go. So even though this person would have maybe been feeling, or the situation, a boss making you feel like this is a direction you can't go, or it's not time, or it's inconvenient for them, you still got in the boat. While you've been in the boat, you probably would have met new people and had new experiences, which would have confirmed for you now that, or those people, usually one, maybe two, will be earth angels who are put in your place and on your pathway. So you're going, oh my gosh, that's exactly how I feel. Holy crap, that's exactly what I was thinking. They are letting you know you aren't crazy. They're letting you know this is the way to go. Okay, so you get out on the boat. At that point, you would have taken your shoes off and you would have said, no, I'm no longer going to be held back. And by removing the shoes, it's basically saying that nothing is standing in your way right now. But God is holding you back, saying, we still have to deal with that person, that situation, that boss, that thing that was creating that because reason in your life is, I can't because That's not been dealt with just yet. So God is obviously going to give you some solutions to dealing with that, and you will confidently be able to be put on your beach and really implement all. Becky, run. What? What?
Well, me.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's a video. It's not been sent to us yet.
Oh.
Okay. Just like when I'm live, interruptions. Yay. Okay. Becky, Ron, let's take a look at you. Okay. Becky. I see you. I just have to see what you're doing really quickly. See, now, Becky, you have past life stuff happening right now. Wow. You almost look like a Neanderthal or early human. You look, it's not that you have to be, but you are in a cold place. So I'm thinking North America, Canada, Iceland. You are not, you're not Asian, so you can't be in the Asian area. And you are, from where I am, you are walking away from me down a hill over a ridge. You are covered in, I've never seen anything like it, but you're in boots, like furry boots, real fur. You've got this real fur wrap all the way up over your head. You have a spear in your hand. It's gray. It's gray fur too. It's all gray fur. You've got a spear, a long spear with a tip on it. You have just left a fire. This is all matted, pushed down, matted snow. It almost looks like an opening, maybe a ridge or over like an overhang. I don't want to call it a cave because I can't see inside. So I don't know if it's a cave, but it would have been some form of protection. And you are walking alone. I don't see anybody with you. Now, you're also male. Let me point that out. You are not a female. You are too big, like the size of you. You are a very tall man. You have very broad shoulders. You are walking alone. I'm assuming you're going to hunt or you are going to forage something. So the fact that they are showing this in your life right now as being a past life residue that is dealing with this means that at some point close to this time you died. And maybe you got, ate up by some saber tooth. I don't know. Maybe you froze in a lake. Maybe you fell down. I don't know. But the fact that they're showing you in this past life situation right at this point, it's a residue. It means that something died, that something happened that caused you to die. And because you must have felt at that moment that there were things you still had yet to do, you brought that residue back with you now. So it helps us to explain, or it helps a person to explain why they're going through situations. And also that if you're going through something right now and all of a sudden you're triggered for a panic or an anxiety attack, or you just don't feel well, you get, kind of icky feeling, it'll a lot of times be a trigger from a previous life. So for instance, you could watch something like that on cavemen or whatever and all of a sudden be triggered. You may absolutely hate the snow. So it's basically telling you that you went at one point to get food or forage and you died. And with everything that's going on in this world right now, you may simply be having a bit of a heart attack over, do I have enough to survive? And this can also, thank you. If you have ever had an issue with fear of not having food, that may be very well what it is as well. It's not this lifetime. You're not going to die this time around. This is something you're overcoming. And then absolutely when it comes to the residue part of this, it feels, I want to say that you must have been even shamanistic. So in this lifetime, you may have carried over some of those feelings as far as being a shaman or the connection. Because, I mean, girl, you are out in the middle of nowhere, in the snow by yourself, in some kind of a protective cave-looking doodad with a fire. You may have been like, I got the answers everybody wants. I prayed for like 2 months in the cold, and then you slip and fall and die on your way down. So that would mean that you're carrying over some form of residue, and there could be a lot of things, but most of them I would have named, as far as fear of losing food or not having enough, being triggered also by goings on right now, fear of the snow, but also carrying over with you some mystical shaman abilities, understanding of the stars and alignment. It's very cool. I do love that. I've never seen anything like that. I've seen mountain men before, and I've seen like philosophical cavemen, but I've never seen like a big Neanderthal man like that. You are first. Okay, Nina Owens, let's read you next. Nina Owens. Okay, girl. I'm gonna wash off Becky here. Get her off my energy. Okay. Let's focus on something else right now. And then find Nina. Okay, Nina Owens, let's find you. Let's see what you are doing. Oh, there we go. I'm going to move because the sun is coming through it, making it hard for everything to be seen. Okay, so Nina, Bobina. You're all over the place, Nina. I can't even nail you down. I cannot nail you down. I get near you and you're like, bing. I get near you over here and bing. You're just jumping. One, this represents a person who is very busy. Someone who is very busy in life, physically and spiritually and mentally. The lack of being able to hold you down also says that you are unsettled, unbalanced, imbalanced in several areas of your life where you want balance and calm and peace. It is a time to withdraw all of your energies from the situations and people around you, and do not call all of your friends and share, or all of your friends and family and share any problems you're dealing with, because picture it this way. See, I'm telling you what they're showing you. You're going to close your eyes and you're going to envision a rainbow of beautiful tentacles reaching out all around. This is your energy. And you picture your friends and family. Every time you talk to somebody or share something on social media, you're taking a piece of your energy, and depending on how many you're telling, you are wrapping your energy around all of these people. And now those people are like, oh my God, did you hear about this situation? Holy crappy, like Nina's got this. So now you're stretched. Every time you share something with people, you risk the chance that they are also going to share it. And we find ourselves in the middle of, if you've ever done this, you have a huge problem and you just call so many people and you talk to everybody about it and you put it on Facebook and you put it on social media, and then you feel like crap. It's because you just put your energy everywhere. You just spread it to the whole high winds. So what you need to do is close your eyes, and you're going to have a huge fishing reel, little doodad here, and you close your eyes, and you're going to see all of your energy on it, and you're going to go, and you're going to reel it all in. All of your energy, and some of it may take longer because you may have a really good friend who's got a huge grip on your energy. Reel it all in. All the little stragglers, you reel them all in until you feel them all go bloop, 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 all around you. Now, you take all of that up and you say, God, this is what I'm dealing with right now. This is the stress. This is the pain. This is the issue. This is my wrestling. And I don't really have anybody to go to with it, because we don't. We really don't. We have friends and family who we can confide in and share with, but sometimes we find, and I would bet everybody has this, you'll find that you feel like crap after you've shared because that wasn't the person to give it to. They didn't give you the advice or the information that you needed for positive growth and change. So you reel it all in and you take it like this. And you may be like holding it, like grocery style, so you don't have to make several trips to the car. You take it straight to God. Because there's definitely imbalance and the need for answers all around you. And there is you're unsettled. I can't get you to stop on the beach, on the dunes. You want nothing to, you're just all over the place and scattered. And what that also means is the people and the situations and the things that you are currently involved in, that when you say their name or the experience and you're like, if you want to throw up or you get a bad stomach ache or you feel like, be honest. It must be time at some point to figure out how to kindly back out of that situation or away from that relationship. When we do, it's like, holy cow, I feel so light. I feel so free. Because those things that weigh on us, a lot of times we just have to let go of or vocalize them. Write it all down. Write everything down on a piece of paper and get it out of your system. And then you can organize it as to what's important and what's not. But right now feels like, Nina, it feels like a giant recognition, realization time for you of being honest with yourself and accepting the fact that you might be holding on to certain things for comfort, and the fear of letting go of those comforts is creating a little anxiety in you. Let it go. You will live another day. Guaranteed. You will live another day. And you'll be so grateful. And Susan Applegate. All right, Susan Applegate. Let's find Susan. Susan, where are you? Ooh. Susan. Okay, so Susan, the first thing your guides show is you are about shin deep in some water. It's dark. Like everything around us is dark. The water is clear though. Like oddly clear. Even though it's dark, there's light source coming from behind us somewhere that's providing that light, and I can see to the bottom. And again, it's only like shin deep. Now, there is a wall to our right. I'm behind you, and there's a wall to the right, and it curves. Can't see what's around the corner. Interesting. Light sources behind us. You're in the water. Dress too. You're in a dress. You're holding the dress out. Can't see what's around the corner. I have to listen to something really quickly. Oh my gosh, so much. Okay, two things. God is like a parent, literally. As a parent, you stand back and you watch your kids off in the distance and you let them play and do their thing, and maybe they fall down, maybe they get hurt. They're okay. They're crying. They'll brush off. Oh, look at that. They stood up. They stopped crying. Oh, they're playing again. Okay, we're fine. They become very self-confident and capable and able when a parent stands back, and when we know when we have to get involved, and when we know where we can sit back and go, oh my gosh, I don't want them to even know I'm looking at them. Maybe they'll stop crying. Okay, they stop. Okay. It's interesting what little people are capable of. And see, God looks at that the same way. When we are going through something and he's like, okay, I'm not going to look. I'm just going to see, can they get through it? Oh, they want my help. Okay. What can I do for you? It's the same kind of a thing. Like he never goes anywhere. He's always right there. And he watches, and he watches us as we fall and stumble and get boo-boos, and he's, oh, they're okay. Hey, will you guys go check on your, yeah, go see if, and then he sends his guides in, checking on us, making sure we're okay. And that's the message here, because the light, him, is behind you. And you are walking through this water. And being in the water, directly in the water, means you're going through something right now that is really causing you to question who you are, your life. It may even be making you feel completely defeated. The fact that you are still in the water and you can't see, it's dark. It's darkness. You can't see what's around the corner, yet you're walking in that direction. He's saying, you know, the further you walk away from me, the darker it's going to get. I love when he does that. I love when he does that. I didn't even know what he was freaking getting at until it came out of my mouth. My mind is just blown. The further you get away from me, the darker it's going to get. The water might just get deeper too, speaking of which. See, he doesn't walk away. It's us that walk away from him. Whatever is causing you to question your faith, whatever is causing you to question him, maybe his motives, his purpose, there's no reason to. I've learned you don't ask why. You don't ask God why. We don't do that. You just don't. You go, now what would be the purpose of this? What am I supposed to learn from this? How am I going to grow from this? Girl, I would love to stop you, but your free will has got you got you walking around that corner that you can't see, and you're in the water. It's just getting darker. Whatever has occurred or happened in your life to make you angry or upset with spirit or question him, just don't. I can't get you. I'm trying to get you to turn around. He doesn't walk away from us. We wander away from him. And on those really, really rough, difficult days when we are a blubbering, snotty mess, that is when we all of a sudden go, where's God? Where did he go? I have to find him. I need to talk to him. And that's what you've got to do. Where'd he go? Where is he? I'm going to go find him, because he's stationary. I can guarantee you as a parent that if I am tired or I am doing something and my child goes, Mom, come here. I'll go, what do you want? I need you. No, you come here. You come to me. I'm not getting my butt off this chair. Come here. Guaranteed I won't get up and go unless they're like screaming bloody murder and maybe they can't make it. Then I will find my way to them. But for the most part, they need to come to me, because I'm not running for 5 kids all over Kingdom Come. So Susan, part of your message is that God is there. He wants to talk with you. And he's telling you to stop going in the direction you're going, because it's like his light. You know, I know it, his light, he's everywhere, he's sovereign. Yes, but he's not talking about that. He's talking about you walking away on your own or rounding a corner with your own free will away from him. There is a difference. So make sure that you stop what you're doing and you go, okay, what am I doing? Where am I going? How am I going about this? Is it my ego, or is it maybe my own personal will that's getting in the way? Humble yourself, curl up in a ball, close your eyes. What I personally do is I will envision him. I usually, when I see God, he's only about shoulders down. I never see his face. But when I see Jesus, I will, and some of the people who follow me, they are not Christians. So it could be, it could be God that you're going to. It could be Hanuman. It could be Muhammad. It could be Buddha. So I picture a lake, and then I picture a little bench, and this is where Jesus sits. and I will go around, and sometimes I'll sit down next to him. Sometimes I will run up to him and be excited. Sometimes I'm very humble and I might crawl to him. I might sit on the ground and put my head on his knee, but I have a conversation with him. And I tell him what my day was like, and although he already knows what my day was like, I express what the day was. And I allow him to tell me what I did well and what I need to fix. So he must be calling you home for something. Like he wants to talk to you about something. So just open up to him and do that. And don't ask why. Just do it. All right, guys. Well, that was fun. See, I can totally do this. It gives me a chance to read each of you and then allow things to happen. And in the time, if something really big happens, you guys can always come to me. But being that I'm doing this, with you guys every few weeks, if I do a gallery or if I do something on live, get on. Absolutely. When I'm doing like a private gallery, though, it's more difficult because on top of that, you guys also have other readings and things that you're doing with me. And if I read for you too much, it becomes really just mundane and monotonous, and I'm seeing kind of the same stuff and it's overlapping and nothing really changes. So it's hard. It's very hard to do that. So please understand, I care about all of you and I just don't want to waste your time or your money. So, but I'd be happy to take all the money. Who wouldn't? But I won't, because that's not how I ride. Okay, so group 3. Next one will be in 2 weeks. It's group 4. I will talk to you guys then. Take care and thanks for joining me. Bye.